The massive ship appeared in Earth's sky without warning. It hung over New York City like a metal moon, silent and still. People ran through the streets. Some cried. Some prayed. Some took pictures. Captain James Walker stood on the roof of the United Nations building. His hands were steady, but his heart beat fast. After years in the Earth Defense Force, he knew this moment would come. Aliens were real, and they were here. "Captain, they're sending a message," said the radio operator beside him. "They want to meet." Walker nodded. "Tell them we're ready." 6 hours later, Walker sat at a long table with Earth's top leaders. They waited in the large UN meeting room, speaking in whispers. A side door opened. The alien that walked in was tall, at least 7 feet. Its skin was deep blue and smooth. It had 4 arms and walked with perfect balance. Behind it came 4 smaller aliens of different colors. "I am Ambassador Toll of the Galactic Council," the blue alien said in perfect English. Its voice was deep and smooth. "We have watched your planet for many years." The room was silent. Walker studied the alien's face. It had no nose, just 2 breathing slits. Its eyes were large and purple. But what Walker noticed most was how the alien looked at the humans, like they were small, like they were simple. "Earth has reached a point where we can no longer ignore you," Toll continued. "You have basic space travel, simple atomic power, crude computers. You are developing quickly for evolved primates." The world president, a small woman with gray hair, spoke up. "We thank you for making contact. We have many questions." Toll made a sound that might have been a laugh. "I'm sure you do. Your species is known for its curiosity. It's one of your better traits." Walker felt his face grow hot. The alien wasn't even trying to hide its feeling of being better than them. "The Galactic Council rules over 200 star systems," Toll explained. "We bring order and technology to developing worlds. Earth can join as a provisional member. Under our guidance, of course." "What does that mean for us?" Walker asked. Toll turned those purple eyes on him. "It means we will help you. Your technology is primitive. Your governments are inefficient. Your wars are pointless. We will fix these problems." "And if we don't want to join?" asked the Russian president. Toll blinked slowly. "That would be unwise. The galaxy is not safe for young species without protection. There are races that would see your planet as nothing but resources to take." Walker understood the threat behind the words. "Join or be left to the wolves." "We need time to discuss this," the world president said. "Of course," Toll replied. "You have 3 of your Earth days. Our ships will remain in position until then." After the aliens left, the room burst into talk. "We have no choice," said the Chinese leader. "You saw their ship. Their technology is far beyond ours. So we just give up our freedom?" Walker asked. "Become their pets?" "We become students," the world president said firmly. "We learn what they know. We play their game until we understand the rules." Walker looked out the window at the alien ship. It blocked the sun like a bad omen. 3 days, he said. "We have 3 days to prepare for a future we never imagined." What no one in the room knew was that on the alien ship, Ambassador Toll was sending a message home. Contact made with Earth. "As expected, the primates are awed by our technology. They will accept our terms. Begin preparation for resource assessment and population control measures. This world will make a fine addition to our labor pools." The chess game had begun, but the aliens had no idea that humans were very, very good at chess. The advisors arrived 1 week after Earth joined the Galactic Council. 5 alien scientists led by Science Director Mox, a thin gray alien with 6 fingers on each hand and eyes that never seemed to blink. Dr. Anna Reed watched them inspect her quantum physics lab with growing anger. They touched her equipment without asking. They looked at her research notes and laughed quietly to each other. "This calculation here," Mox said, pointing to her work on quantum entanglement. "It's wrong." "No, it's not," Anna said firmly. "We've tested it. It works." Mox made a clicking sound with his mouth. It works by accident then. Your understanding is basic. Anna took a deep breath. She had been chosen as Earth's top scientist to work with the aliens. She needed to stay calm. Perhaps you could show me where I'm wrong, she asked. In time, Mox said, walking away. First, we must see everything you've done. All your technology, all your research. Over the next month, the alien team visited every major research center on Earth. They set up monitoring stations in orbit around the planet. They placed devices in major cities that they said would help track Earth's progress. At a meeting with Captain Walker and world leaders, Mox announced new rules. Earth ships may not travel beyond your moon without council approval, he said. Your technology is too primitive for deep space. You would endanger yourselves and others. We've already sent probes to Mars and beyond, Walker argued. Yes, crude devices moving at slow speeds, Mox replied. The Council has decided these restrictions are necessary for your safety. That night, Walker met with Anna at a small coffee shop. They sat in a back corner, speaking quietly. They're treating us like children, Anna said. Today they took over my quantum lab. Said they needed to correct our approach. Walker nodded. Same with our space program. They're installing their own systems. Won't even let us see how they work. A man approached their table. Tom Garcia, head engineer from the International Space Station. Sorry I'm late, he said, sitting down. Had to make sure I wasn't followed. Followed? Anna asked. Garcia looked around and lowered his voice. I think the aliens are watching certain people. Scientists, military leaders. Why? Walker asked. Because I found something, Garcia said. He pulled out a small device. This is part of their communication system. I managed to take it when they weren't looking. Anna studied it. The technology doesn't look that advanced. Exactly, Garcia said. I've been watching them set up their systems. Some of it is amazing, yes, but other parts, it's like they're stuck. Like they haven't had a new idea in a long time. Walker frowned. What are you saying? I'm saying they're faster than light drives, have efficiency problems we had already solved in theory. Their quantum computing uses outdated methods compared to Anna's research. It's like they took a good technology and just stopped improving it. But they act so superior, Anna said. Maybe that's the point, Garcia replied. Keep everyone thinking they're far ahead, and no one tries to catch up. Walker sat back in his chair. We need to know more. Anna, can you get access to their scientific database? I can try. They let me use basic parts of it. Garcia, keep studying their tech. Quietly. The three looked at each other. Something wasn't right about the Galactic Council. On the alien base, Mox was sending his weekly report, Earth assessment proceeding as planned. These humans show occasional creative thinking, but lack true understanding. We have restricted their space travel and begun monitoring key individuals. Their technology poses no threat to Council dominance. Recommendation: begin Phase 2. Selective technology removal and replacement with Council systems. These primates will serve the Council well once properly controlled. But in his private quarters, Mox stared at human quantum formulas with confusion. There was something here he didn't understand. Something new. But that was impossible. Humans were just clever apes, weren't they? Anna found a way into the alien database 2 months after the advisors arrived. She worked late nights when the aliens had returned to their ships. Their security was good but not perfect. She discovered they had never considered that someone might physically connect to their systems rather than trying to access them wirelessly. I'm in, she whispered to Walker and Garcia over a secure line that Garcia had built. There's so much here. Can you download it? Walker asked. Not all at once. Too much data. But I can access different parts each night. Over the next 3 weeks, Anna copied thousands of files. Garcia built a special computer isolated from all networks to study the information. They worked in an old bunker beneath Anna's university that the aliens didn't know about. "Look at this," Garcia said one night, pointing to schematics of the Council's faster-than-light drive. "Their design wastes nearly 40% of its energy. Our theoretical models are much more efficient." Walker studied the images. Why haven't they improved it? Anna scrolled through more files. "I think I know why. Look at the dates on these technical files. Some haven't been updated in hundreds of years." "That can't be right," Garcia said. "It is. And there's more." Anna opened another file. "The Galactic Council isn't sharing technology. They're collecting it from every species they encounter." She showed them records of planets contacted, technologies acquired, and species classified. Some were listed as resource providers, others as labor sources. A few were marked innovation assets. "They're farming the galaxy," Walker said quietly, "taking resources from some worlds, labor from others, and ideas from the rest." Anna nodded. "And controlling how much each species knows about the others, keeping everyone dependent on the Council." Garcia looked troubled. "Where's Earth on this list?" Anna searched the database. "We're categorized as potential innovation assets with resource value." "They want our creativity and our planet," Walker said. "But they don't respect us," Garcia added. "Their reports call us promising primates who need to be properly guided to serve Council interests." Walker's face hardened. "So they plan to use us. Take our best ideas. Maybe use our people for work. Eventually strip our planet of whatever they want." "Not if we stop them," Anna said. "Their technology isn't as advanced as they pretend. In some areas, we're already ahead in theory. We just need to catch up in practice." "How?" "They monitor everything we do," Garcia said. Walker thought for a moment. "Not everything. There are places on Earth they don't watch closely. Remote areas. They focus on major research centers and cities." "We need to build something they can't detect," Anna said. "A hidden research program." "Project Phoenix," Walker said. "Rising from the ashes of what they think we are." They spent the night planning. They would need scientists and engineers from around the world. They would need resources without raising suspicion. And most of all, they would need time. "I'll keep playing the helpful liaison," Anna said. "Make them think I'm cooperating while learning everything I can." "I'll work on finding a secure location," Walker said, "and recruiting people we can trust. And I'll start designing systems that can shield our work from their sensors," Garcia added. As they left the bunker before dawn, Anna looked up at the stars. Somewhere up there, the Council thought they had another primitive species under control. "They have no idea who they're dealing with," she whispered. On the main Council ship, Mox reviewed the latest findings from Earth. The humans were cooperating well. Their scientists seemed eager to learn Council methods. Their leaders accepted Council authority. All was proceeding according to the standard integration plan. But something bothered Mox, a human phrase he had heard Anna say once. "Things that seem too good to be true usually are." He dismissed the thought. Humans were clever animals, nothing more. Their cooperation was natural in the face of superior intelligence. Wasn't it? Project Phoenix found its home in Antarctica. Walker convinced the world leaders to approve a scientific research station that the aliens thought was studying climate. In reality, deep below the ice, humans built the most advanced laboratory on Earth. For 6 months, the best minds from every country worked in shifts. Some stayed at their normal jobs, keeping the aliens distracted. Others retired or took vacations to work at Phoenix full-time. Anna kept her position as the main contact with the aliens. She smiled and nodded at their lessons. She pretended to be amazed by their technology, all while feeding them carefully selected information about human progress. "They still think we're decades behind them," she told Walker during a secure call. "Mox actually patted me on the head yesterday after I pretended to finally understand their basic drive system." Walker laughed. "If he only knew what we've built here." The Phoenix lab had made amazing progress, using the alien database and human creativity. They had developed technologies the Council didn't have. Garcia led the engineering team that created new engines more efficient than the Council's. We improved their design by 60%, he explained during a meeting. Our ships will be faster and use less energy. Another team developed advanced quantum communication that couldn't be detected or blocked by Council systems. They're still using outdated encryption, the team leader said. We can see their messages, but they can't see ours. But most important was the shielding technology. Phoenix scientists created materials that could hide from Council sensors. They built small ships with these materials, testing them near alien monitoring stations. The aliens saw nothing. Walker united Earth's governments like never before. Ancient enemies worked together. Rich countries shared with poor ones. Everyone understood what was at stake: the future of the human race. We have one shot at this, Walker told the world leaders in a secret meeting. If the Council discovers what we're doing, they'll crush us. How much longer do we need? Asked the Brazilian president. 3 more months, Anna said. Then we'll be ready. But time ran out sooner than they expected. At the main alien base, Mox noticed something strange. Earth's industries were producing unusual materials. Power usage patterns had changed, and scientific progress had slowed in official labs. Something's not right, he told Ambassador Tull. The humans are hiding something. Tull studied the reports. Impossible. Our monitoring systems cover all their major facilities. Not all of Earth is monitored equally, Mox said. There are gaps in our coverage. Then close the gaps, Tull ordered. Increase surveillance. I want to know what these primates are doing. New alien ships arrived. They launched thousands of small probes that spread across Earth, scanning everything. One probe detected unusual energy readings from Antarctica. Anna was in her lab when the alarm came. A secure message from Walker. They found HFY. Accelerate the plan. She deleted all sensitive files from her computers seconds before Mox walked in with armed guards. Dr. Reed, he said coldly. What is happening at the South Pole? Climate research, she answered calmly. As we've reported. Do not lie to me, Mox said. We detected advanced power signatures, technology that should be beyond your capabilities. Anna said nothing. Your species has violated Council law, Mox continued. Ambassador Tull is meeting with your world leaders now. There will be consequences. Across the world, alien ships moved into position above major cities. The message was clear: surrender or be destroyed. In Antarctica, Walker ordered the Phoenix project to launch. Hundreds of hidden ships powered up. Thousands of scientists and soldiers prepared for what came next. They think they know what humans are capable of, Walker told his crew as they boarded their ship. It's time to show them how wrong they are. On the Council mothership, Tull delivered his ultimatum to Earth's leaders. Your deception has been discovered. You will surrender all hidden technology and accept full Council control of your planet, or we will reduce your civilization to ashes. The world president looked at the screen without fear. We need to discuss your proposal. We'll have our answer in 1 hour. 1 hour, Tull agreed. Choose wisely, primates. The hour given by Ambassador Tull was not spent in panic. It was spent in final preparation. Around the world, hidden launch sites activated. The Phoenix fleet was almost ready. Walker stood on the bridge of Earth's first true starship, the Defiance. It looked small and simple from the outside. Inside, it held technology that would shock the Council. All systems ready, Garcia reported from the engineering station. Quantum shields at full power. They still can't detect us. What about the other ships? Walker asked. 90% ready to launch. The rest need another 10 minutes. Walker nodded. That's cutting it close. On the main screen, they watched alien ships position themselves above every major city on Earth. Weapons powered up, glowing with deadly energy. Anna's voice came through the comm system. Walker, I'm in position at the UN building. Mox and Tull are getting impatient. Hold them off a few more minutes, Walker said. We need every ship we can get. In New York, Anna stood with Earth's leaders as they faced Tull and Mox. The aliens looked confident, almost bored. Your time is up, Tull said. What is your answer? The world president stepped forward. Before we respond, we have a question. Was Earth ever really being considered for membership in your council? Tull looked surprised, then laughed. Of course not. Not as equals, anyway. Then what was the real plan for Earth? Anna asked. Mox glanced at Tull, who nodded permission to speak. Your planet has abundant resources, Mox explained. Your species shows creative potential. You would serve the council well as a labor force. Your best minds would develop technologies under our guidance. In time, some humans might earn limited rights within the council system. And if we refuse? Asked the Chinese leader. Then we take what we want anyway, Tull said simply. Your primitive weapons cannot harm our ships. Your deaths would be regrettable but necessary. Anna checked her watch. 8 minutes had passed. They needed more time. Perhaps we can find a compromise, she suggested. There is no compromise, Tull said. You will submit or be destroyed. That is the way of the council. We have done this hundreds of times across the galaxy. With other primitive species? Anna asked. Yes, many tried to resist. All failed. Tull looked bored now. Your final answer, please. The world president straightened her back. Humanity will not submit to slavery or extinction. If you want our planet, you'll have to fight for it. Tull sighed, as expected. Primitive minds cannot grasp when they are outmatched. He raised his hand to signal the ships. Wait, Anna said quickly. At least tell us one thing before you kill us all. How many other species have you conquered this way? 237, Mox answered. All now serve the council in their proper place. And has any species ever surprised you? Anna asked, checking her watch again. 2 more minutes needed. None, Tull said proudly. The council's methods are perfect. Now enough delays. He pressed a button on his wrist device. All ships begin weapons fire on primary targets. Nothing happened. Tull pressed again, frowning. All ships respond. The screens in the room suddenly activated, showing images from around the world. Alien ships hung motionless in the sky, surrounded by hundreds of smaller vessels that seemed to appear from nowhere. What is this? Tull demanded. This, said Anna with a smile, is humanity's answer. Walker's voice came through every speaker in the room. Attention council vessels. Your weapons and engines have been disabled. Your communications are under our control. You are now at the mercy of those primitive apes you plan to enslave. The look on Tull's face changed from confidence to shock to fear. Impossible, Mox whispered. Your technology is decades behind ours. Not anymore, Anna said. Turns out, when you tell humans they can't do something, they work very, very hard to prove you wrong. Walker's ship floated near the main council vessel. From the bridge, he watched as human ships surrounded each alien craft. No shots had been fired. None needed to be. How did you do this? Tull demanded. His voice shook with anger and fear. We studied your technology, Walker explained through the communication system. We found its weaknesses. Your ships rely on a specific energy frequency for weapons and engines. We created a dampening field that blocks it. But our sensors would have detected your ships preparing to attack, Mox said. Garsha's voice joined the conversation. Not if the ships were shielded using materials your sensors can't detect. We've been testing them for months right under your noses. On screens around the world, people watched as the mighty council fleet hung helpless in the sky. No one cheered. No one celebrated. This wasn't a victory yet, just the beginning of a new phase. What happens now? Tull asked, trying to sound firm but failing. You can't hold our ships forever. We don't need to, Anna said. We just needed to show you that humans aren't what you thought we were. Walker's face appeared on the main screen in the UN building. Ambassador Tull, we're sending data to all council ships and to your homeworld. Data showing how your council has been lying to every species in the galaxy. What lies? Tull asked nervously. The lie that the council is the peak of advancement, Anna said. The lie that other species need your guidance and protection. The truth is that you've been taking technologies from young civilizations, claiming them as your own, and then stopping those civilizations from developing further. That's how you maintain control, Walker continued, by making everyone think you're more advanced than you really are, by keeping species separated and dependent on you. Mox stepped forward. These are serious accusations. With solid proof, Garcia added. We found it all in your own database, records going back centuries. We're sending that proof to every world in the Council right now, using your own communication systems. Tull's blue skin turned pale. You can't. It will cause chaos. It's already done, Walker said. The truth is out there now. On the Defiance, Walker watched as signals spread across Council communication channels. Messages from other planets started coming in almost immediately. Questions, demands, anger. What do you really want? Tull asked, his voice quiet now. The world president stepped forward. We want what every species deserves. Freedom, respect, the chance to develop on our own terms, and justice for those you've enslaved, Anna added. Walker's ship moved closer to the Council mothership. We're coming aboard your vessel now, Ambassador, not to harm anyone, but to ensure that what happens next happens peacefully. Teams of humans transported onto Council ships all around Earth. They carried no weapons, just communication devices and data tablets. They moved with confidence, not fear. Walker led the team that boarded Tull's ship. The alien crew watched in confusion as humans walked their halls with ease, as if they belonged there. In the command center, Walker faced Tull directly. Representatives from 50 council worlds are demanding an emergency meeting. They want answers about what we've revealed. You've destroyed everything, Tull said bitterly. No, Walker replied. We've given the galaxy a chance for something better. On 1,000 worlds, alien species learned the truth for the first time. Those who had been told they were primitive discovered they had been valued only for what could be taken from them. Those who had been told they needed protection learned they had been kept deliberately weak. And everywhere, they looked to Earth, the planet of primitive apes who had broken the Council's hold in just a few months. It wasn't supposed to be like this, Mox said quietly to Anna as they watched the messages flood in. We were supposed to guide younger species. Maybe that was the original plan, Anna replied. But it became about control instead of guidance, about taking instead of sharing. Mox looked at her with new eyes. How did you advance so quickly? It should have been impossible. Anna smiled. You made a simple mistake. You told humans they couldn't do something. 6 months after the day humans took control of the Council fleet, representatives from 238 species gathered in Earth orbit. The massive meeting station had been built by humans and other liberated races working together. Walker stood on the main platform with Anna and Garcia beside him. Before them sat aliens of every shape, size, and color. Some breathed air, others water or gases that would kill humans. All had been under Council control. All were free now. This meeting of the new Galactic Alliance is now open, the world president announced. For the first time, all spacefaring species meet as equals. From the crowd, a tall, insect-like alien stood. We of Rigel IV thank Earth for revealing the truth. Our people were told we lacked the intelligence for advanced physics. Yet we now learn our ancestors developed the very jump drive technology the Council claimed was their own. The same happened to us, said another alien with 4 eyes and green scales. Our world was stripped of resources. Our people used as labor, all while being told we were being helped to advance. One by one, representatives shared similar stories. Planets exploited, species manipulated, all kept separate and told they were less advanced than they were. Tull and Mox sat in a corner with the remaining council leadership. They had been given a voice in the proceedings, but their power was gone. "What happens now?" asked a small, furry alien from a world near the galactic core. "With the council system broken, do we each go our own way?" Walker stepped forward. "We propose something different. Not a council that rules from above, but an alliance of equals. Sharing knowledge, not hoarding it. Building together, not taking from each other." Anna joined him. "Already, by sharing our technologies freely, we've seen what's possible. The Trilaxians' biology knowledge combined with Earth's quantum theory has cured diseases across 17 worlds. The Vox mining techniques paired with Rigelian energy systems have created new resources for worlds once thought depleted." Garcia activated a hologram showing hundreds of new joint projects. "This is just the beginning. Imagine what we can build together over years, over centuries." The crowd murmured in excitement. For most, this was the first time they had ever communicated directly with other species without council translation and control. From his seat, Mox watched with mixed feelings. The council system he had served was gone, but the technology advancing around him was beyond anything the council had created in centuries. "You were right," he said quietly to Anna when she passed by. "We became stagnant, feared, controlling. It's not too late to help build something better," she replied. The final vote was unanimous. The Galactic Alliance would replace the Council. Knowledge would be shared. Resources would be traded fairly. Each species would develop in its own way while contributing to the greater community. As the meeting ended, Walker looked out at the stars through the station's huge windows. "What do you think happens next?" he asked Anna and Garcia. "Everything," Anna said. "We've only scratched the surface of what's possible when we work together." From across the room, a young alien approached them shyly. Its species had been one of the most oppressed, used mainly for manual labor on harsh worlds. "Is it true?" the alien asked in a soft voice. "That on your world, anyone can become a scientist or leader, even if they start with nothing?" Walker smiled. "That's the human way. Where you start doesn't determine where you finish." The alien's large eyes blinked rapidly. "The council told us we were too simple-minded for complex thought, that we should be grateful for their guidance." Garcia put a hand gently on the alien's shoulder. "Never let anyone tell you what you can't do. That's the first lesson we learned on Earth." As they looked out at the assembled species beginning to talk and share ideas freely, Anna thought about how it all began. With aliens who saw humans as nothing more than clever apes, with dismissive words and condescending glances. "Funny how things turn out," she said. "They came to Earth looking for another species to control. Instead, they found the one species that would end their control forever." Walker nodded. "All because they made the biggest mistake in the galaxy." "What's that?" asked the young alien. "They underestimated humans," Walker said with a smile. "And if there's one thing you should know about us primitive apes, it's that telling us we can't do something is the surest way to make sure we do it." Around them, the new alliance began its first steps into a future where no species would ever again be called primitive, and no dream would ever again be called impossible.